name is Chiara Tilesi. I'm 46 years old. I'm not married. I have no children. And I weigh 62 kilos. What's wrong with me? 20 years ago, this would have been a shocking statement. Today, maybe it isn't, at least I hope, for the majority of the people here. But it is still a bold statement for a woman. Why in 2019, for us women, it is so difficult to talk about weight, age, marriage, children? Because we're still victims of old and negative paradigms. So today, I would like to share with you two of the most loved paradigms for us women, age and weight. Why are paradigms influencing our life so much? Why? Because a paradigm or a belief is made by the repetition of an image. That repetition of the image creates a paradigm or a belief. The ensemble of belief creates the cultural DNA of a society. So we are what we repeatedly see. In different words, if we change the images, we could change the culture. Coming from Hollywood, I'm fully aware of the power of images and how Hollywood and medias and internet and movies are creating a lot of paradigms. But guess what? Most of them are not good for us women. But let's go back to age. In 1970, was created by Professor Butler a new word, ageism. Men, you are involved here too. We all suffer from ageism. But us women, oh boy, much, much, much more. Oh, here it is. Much, much more. Why? Well, there is an English saying, a very popular one, that sums it up in the best way. Men age like women, like wine. Women age like milk. Don't we all love yogurt? Yes, because milk has an expiration date like us women. In media, our expiration date is around late 30s. So no wonder why us women, we start feeling old pretty soon. But you men, oh my God, that salt and pepper look, how sexy is that? Well, I'm coming from LA, I'm telling you that the winner look now is the bold one. Very sexy, but try to think about that look on us women. Would I be sexy? I doubt it. But ageism for us women is not just the way we look, because little by little, we start becoming invisible. It should be the opposite. Age is a value, because with age, we have more experience. We age, we understand better. Age should be genderless, but guess what? Age has a gender too, a favorite one, but it's not the female one. Even in business, it's the same thing. So imagine that a group of scientists in 2015 and 2017 decided to send 40,000 resumes, not one, not two, not three, to 40,000 fake resumes to different job ads by different type of people, men, women, very young, 20s, 30s, 40s, so on. Guess which one was the last category that got the list of the callbacks. Come on. Older female. Don't think older 70, older is 40. Okay? So, and the conclusion of the study is that we're lucky because we are two elements on our side, not only age, but also gender biased. So this is the way we are represented. You know, so we have an expiration day, and this is the conclusion of the study. But then we have love. Thank God we have love. At least in love, there's not going to be a difference in age. Oh no, love is blind. Oh, but wait, love is great in math as well. Love loves numbers. Why? In 2017, President, Trump got elected president in the United States. A few months later, Macron got elected in France. They don't have much in common, but they do share one number, 24. 24 years difference between them and their spouse. Now, but the reaction has been completely the opposite. So the perception of age was completely different. So for Trump, there was not much reaction. Now, to say that there was not much reaction with Trump, it's a big statement already, I must say. But for Macron, oh boy, she's older, 24 years older. Cannot be love. She must be a witch. He must be weak. So not even in love, we have a parity in age. Why is that? Because the repetition of those beautiful love stories of those movies in Hollywood where he is much older, but sexier, but more powerful, and she's so young, so skinny, so beautiful. And they live forever and together forever and ever. Yeah, that's the reason why. So can we change those images? I think we should. Time has arrived. Now let's go to the other paradigm that we love so much. Weight. I know. Tell me. So for weight, there is a very interesting aspect. On one side, the population is getting heavier and heavier. Imagine that the women in the United States, the average weight is around 170 pounds, more or less 77 kilos. And then the way we are represented is in medias, is thinner and thinner, size 0. No, what size is that? 0, not 1, not 2, size 0. So that objective for us is impossible. So let's go back, let's rewind. So we have to be beautiful to begin with. We have to be always in our 30s. And now we have to be also skinny. That's why life is harder for us, no? When asked if you close your eyes and you think about a female model, the reaction, the elements were tiny waist, long legs, so now we have to add that, and smooth skin from the majority of people. Now, we laugh about it, but think about that there are young girls which are starved themselves. We have eating disorders in order to be an illusion, be as skinny as possible. Now, in 2017, I must say, in France, a law was passed banning the use of unhealthily thin women. So there has been some change, but we're still far away. You know why? Look at this picture. Is she too tall, too short, too young, too skinny? No, Eddie Campbell, 28 years old. She was banned, in February 2019, she was banned to open Milan Fashion Weeks. You know why? She's too big, she's too fat. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with society? If we only could understand that, beauty, that the beauty, the paradigm of beauty, the elements of beauty change in history. If we only can understand that centimeters, pound, age are just numbers, and these numbers are for objects, not for us women. We have to go beyond. By the way, they keep changing this paradigm. Look in history. Before that's a much easier, I must say, goal. Huh? If I have to choose one, that one is a much easier one. But said that, from the Renaissance to the French Revolution, that was the perception of beauty. Why? Because the paler you were, the less you needed to work on fields. So you were coming from, a rich family. And at that time, if you were voluptuous, it meant that you didn't starve. Because at that time, people starved for real, not for fashion. So it's all, at the end, it's all an illusion. Well, one good thing is that I'm size 8, and I just discovered that also Marilyn Monroe was a size 8. Now, let's go back to what can we do to change this paradigm. So let's remember that the old paradigm of Cinderella being rescued by the man, and we all know the story. Let's not go back there. It's outdated. The new generation look at that and says, are you crazy? Today, the new paradigm is a young girl, 16 years old, that she even suffers Asperger's syndrome. But she has a dream. She wants to save the planet. And so she stopped going to school. And she involves millions and millions of young children that are educating us. The younger education, educating the older generation to respect the environment, to respect each other. This is what I believe it is bold and brilliant. And this girl has a name. Her name is Greta Thunberg. Now, we live in a moment, in a society, where we have multiple models to choose. Finally, we have multiple directions. We don't have just one. We just need to choose which way. We can go from Greta with 8 million followers, or one of the Kardashians with 150 million followers. Which one would you like to be? An object or a subject? So time has arrived for all of us to make a choice and to choose which direction we want to go, which direction we want our children to go. But most importantly, as women, let's not be afraid anymore of who we are. We will always find somebody who will tell us what to do, how to look, what to think. So what? Right now, I ask all of you, and especially you women, to be as bold as possible and to decide to embrace completely yourself. Because guess what? I'm 46 years old. I'm not married. I have no children. I weigh 62 kilos, but I'm so proud of myself.